Welcome to Ride a Woke with Wally Wonder. I'm your host, Wally Wonder. I choose to shoot this video right here. Find this picture of the lady standing by the beach in the ocean because it looks nothing like that around here right now. Yeah, there's beautiful women running around, but everybody's bundled up and it's freezing cold, which doesn't bother me too much. But I also like the beach, but because of my job and the way I work. I have to work here through this season, and then hopefully I can do summer season somewhere else warm. We'll see how that works out. Anyway, let's get into the topic of this video. This video is going to be about race and politics. I've been doing some YouTube watching today. I was at work. Didn't really have too many clients coming in, so just was kind of watching some videos. A lot of them about race and different things and feminism and things like that, and just listening to different people's opinion. So I'm going to go ahead and give my opinion. I'm not going to mention any of the people I was watching or try to get any of that. It doesn't really matter. First of all, my opinion on race is plain and simple. Okay, race is a social construction. People look different because of the climates they were from, their ancestors. My ancestors were originally from Africa, and that's why I look a certain way that I look. There are definitely physical features that are different in every race. That's true, Some races tend to be taller, some races are shorter, some races have bigger noses and bigger lips, some races have longer hair, some races have thinner hair, some races have kinkier hair. Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, there's differences. But really, we all bleed red inside. We're all human beings, and most decent human beings want the same thing, and that's just some food, shelter, maybe procreate, love. I think love is a need that human beings all have. So basically, yeah, okay, race is a social construction. It doesn't exist, but however, I'm not going to say that racism does not exist. I've been a victim of racism before, and I've had things happen to me because of prejudice. I guess I should say prejudice, not racism. Because if somebody just says they don't like black people, that really doesn't, I don't really care. You can not like black people all you want. But when there's actual prejudice, when they're actually actively doing things that affect my life, I've been harassed by police in several different cities, just walking around, maybe wrong place, wrong time, but I'm just walking down the street minding my own business, and what are you up to? Let me check you for warrants, let me check your pockets, let me check your backpack, driving through. I live in the West here. You drive through certain states like Utah, Arizona, places like that. They'll pull you over. A lot of times it's happened. Black people just get pulled over. We're going to search your car. It's like, well, I'm not doing anything. Well, we're going to get you out of the car anyway and search you. Now, people can sit there and say, oh, well, the cops can't do that to you. You can't allow them to do that. But, I'll ask anybody in that situation, what are you going to really do when there's a police officer there, there's several police officers there, and they're telling you to get out the car? See, a lot of people do not understand how much power the police do actually have over you, because a lot of people haven't experienced it. So yeah, people with darker complexion like me have experienced that, making up reasons to pull you out of the car, saying somebody fit your description, somebody looked just like you, just did that, and I'm like, okay, you know what I mean? Then you look in the news and you don't even hear about the said crime, but anyway, so a lot of people in America will start to experience that more, as our new president, in the past two presidents, George Bush and Barack Obama, have just eliminated all your rights. And so, unfortunately, when martial law comes, and I believe it is going to come, people are going to start to realize, oh, what other people have known for a long time. We don't have very much rights. If they want to come take something from you, if they want to come take you and drag you somewhere and hold you indefinitely, people are freaking out about this stuff. Like, oh, now people are starting to get wise. It's all over the internet. People who are not dark complected like me or black. I don't like African American. Just call me black. I'm just black. I never been to Africa. I know where my ancestors are from though. I'm pure American. I'm purely an American. Even though I like to study other cultures and I like to learn about other cultures, including Africa, I'm an American because I've only lived in America. Anyway, so anyway, so people are starting to get on the internet and saying, "Oh, look, now they can take our rights. Oh, look, now they can legally detain us." Oh, people seeing what happened during the Boston bombing, how the cops were making people stay in their house, weren't letting people in some house. Basically, went into that area in Massachusetts and declared martial law. Now, people of color have seen that for years. That's how it's just it's been like that, and so now other people are starting to experience it on a grand scale. Okay, so yeah, that definitely does, having those experiences and sometimes having your rights violated and taken from you, does lead black people or some people to do certain things. But to me, I encourage anybody. Yeah, it sucks and it's going to be hard, and there's always going to be somebody that doesn't like you, whether you're black, right, whether you're too pretty, too ugly, too fat, too skinny. There's always going to be people that don't like you. So forget the people that just don't like you. But if you're experiencing prejudice, like if they're actually doing something to you, try your best to get out of that situation. But unfortunately, Americans, the way that the country is going, the way that things are going, we're going to have less and less opportunities to stop things like that. Okay, another thing I said I was going to go off of race and politics. This is one thing that does upset me or frustrate me with people of color, because of course a lot of my family are black. And we have all these conversations. And whenever I try to talk about politics or my political views, or if I try to point out some things that the president is doing that's actually oppressing the American people, I just instantly get shut down. Instantly get called a self-hater because I don't like that man. Okay, Barack Obama's not me. He was raised nothing like me. The only thing that we and him have in common that I could really see is we're both men. And he has daughters. I have a daughter. We're both men, and basically, his wife, she's a pretty lady. He likes pretty ladies. I see me and him have that in common. Besides that, he's a politician. He works in Washington. These people are, for what I believe, bloodthirsty murderers. He does murder other children over in other countries with drones. He makes jokes about drones, knowing that little kids over in the Middle East and stuff are getting murdered. Yeah, there are people that are out to get Americans. There are people that are out to get Americans and bring us down. And if they really exist, and if they're not being funded by the CIA, because you know what? If you look into it, you might find out that most terrorists are being funded by the CIA. I don't know. It's just more, have us all scared of these people who basically throw freaking rocks. Okay, so they got the planes in 9/11. That's... now you can't even take a soda into the airport, so they're not going to do that again. But we're going over there, we're bombing their countries, we're doing that, and they're literally shooting slingshots, and we're, it's like somebody's shooting a slingshot at you, and you're hitting them with the damn bazooka. That's basically what we're doing to go find these little terrorists or these little people who are just running around, running their mouth. But I think it's just another more propaganda to keep the people afraid. Eventually, get to that war in Iran, because we need to take down Iran, because they're not part of the grand scheme with the international bankers. Other countries are starting to stand up, countries like Iran who have oil, which means power. We got to make sure that they don't start flexing their muscle, because we can't lose control of our petrodollar, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, people keep saying he's a black president, he's a black president. I don't care. The president is the president. And if you're the president of the United States of America right now, there's a lot of things that you're not addressing. So you're not my president. I guess you are our president, but to me, you don't have my interest at heart. And another thing that freaks me out about this Mr. Obama is the fact that he will talk to people like he knows what's best for you. Like, blah, blah, blah. Like, he just knows what's best, and people are like, yeah, just listen along. Just listen. He doesn't know you individually, but people will still just listen to this man and say, oh, well, he said it, he's right. We need to watch and hold these politicians accountable and stop looking at them to be saviors, because the only thing that they're going to be saving is their own ass, and people are going to be sorry when they see that. Okay, I'm out.